hope you're having a great week. I wanted to introduce you to someone. Last week I got myself a puppy. I named her after Professor Minerva McGonagall from Harry Potter, but we're calling her Minnie for short. She's kind of squirmy right now. She's ready to play. But she wants you all to have a great week and get creative, okay? Alright, so we've got our usual setup. I'm uploading this video along with your choice board for the week. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Cubism because that's the demo I'm going to do. So before I go any further, let's look at some famous Cubist paintings. Okay, so I bet you all know who Picasso is. This is one of his paintings. And then he is a Cubist artist. So as you can see, there's some really harsh lines, right? And it's kind of a little bit abstract, but we can maybe still tell that this is a house over here and some buildings, maybe some trees down here. Let's look at a person this time. This is also a Picasso painting. This is a person. So as always, you guys have some really cool options for drawing and painting. You have a lot for 3D sculpture. I wish I could show you some 3D sculpture, but I don't have glue at my house, so I need to go get some, but I hope you guys do, or tape, because there are some recycled object sculptures that you could try out, and I think they'd be really awesome. There's also some origami, which I know a lot of you enjoy origami. And there's also photography and digital art, so lots to choose from. Like I said, I'm going to focus on the Cubist drawing or painting, whichever one you want to do. So I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, so we're going to start with drawing an animal, or really any object, whatever you're most interested in. I am going to do a dachshund, because that's what my new puppy Minnie is. So I'm drawing really lightly. Remember how we talked about if your pencil was on your hand, it shouldn't hurt? Same with on your paper, it shouldn't hurt your paper. So I drew my dachshund and I kept it really simple. It's more just an outline, right? And I tried to draw lightly, and then once I had a shape I liked, I kind of went over it a little bit darker. Then I realized I have all this empty space over here, so what else can I put over here? Thought about something dogs love, fire hydrant, right? So here I go. Alright, so now I have a dog outline and a fire hydrant outline that I'm pretty happy with. So now that I've got my drawing done, I'm going to use a ruler or a straight edge, and since I don't have a ruler here, I'm going to show you all the straight edges that you could potentially use to make lines through it. This is how we're going to make it a Cubist artwork. So I have this card, it says "You are awesome," and I could even use the side of that to trace. A piece of paper might be too flimsy, but a card, it's like a greeting card. This would work, or if you don't have a greeting card laying around, how about the edge of your pack of markers? I could trace that. Let me see, what else do I have right here at my desk that I could use? If I open up my drawer, I also have a notepad. I could trace the outside of that. So anything that is nice and stiff, that won't move when you trace it, and it has a straight edge, will work. So now I'm going to take my straight edge or my ruler, and I'm going to take my pencil. I'm holding it down with one hand, and with the hand that I draw with, I'm going to go ahead and start making lines through everything. I want them to go in all kinds of different directions. And these aren't going to quite to the edge of my paper, so I might even add a border to my paper later, maybe like a frame. If you notice, the example photo on your choice board is a butterfly. You're welcome to do that, but I'd also love to maybe see you do your favorite animal. So for example, my favorite animal is a dachshund, so that's what I drew. I'd love to see your favorite. Maybe it's some type of bird that you could try to draw. You can always use your iPad to look up examples if you're not quite sure how to draw a bird or whatever it is you decide to draw. So I'm just making lots of lines through everything. I'm turning my straight edge at different angles so they go in different directions. Now I'm looking for big areas that maybe don't have much going on. So like down here, I think could use a line. Let's see, I might add some more down here since my lines didn't go all the way to the edge. I'm just gonna make some down here. I totally forgot, I just said I might do a frame. Now I'm making these go to the edge, so maybe I won't after all. But you could totally do a frame. Like make it look like it's in a photo frame. That could be kind of cool, like a real painting, how they're in frames in museums. Alright, I might go ahead and connect these to the bottom. So I'm going to line my straight edge up with what I started and just extend these lines. All right, so now you're ready to start coloring it. And I would recommend that you think about using warm and cool colors. I think we talked about that a little bit last week in the video. And warm colors are going to stand out against cool colors. So remember, your warm colors are orange, red, and yellow. You could also add pink to that too. And then your cool colors are your blues, purples, and greens, right? So I think with knowing that warm colors stand out against cool colors, I think that I want to do my subject, so my dog and my fire hydrant, in warm colors. I'm going to go ahead and start coloring that now. All right, I'm putting the finishing touches on my Cubist Dachshund and fire hydrant. So notice every time I ran into a new line while I was coloring something and I had to switch colors. So now I've done my Dachshund and my fire hydrant in warm colors, and now I'm ready to get started on the background, and I'm going to use cool colors. Notice how I'm also outlining areas before I color it in. That's a great trick to make sure you stay in the lines, just like this. If I'm going to do this area purple, I'm going to start by outlining it, and I'm taking my time to go nice and slow. Then I'm going to try to color in the same direction to fill it in. You give that a try. Your Cubist coloring. I'm excited to see what you guys do. Make sure that if you do any of the projects on your choice board, or really any that maybe you just wanted to do at home, please email a picture to me or submit it to Google Classroom. I just want to keep up with what you all are doing, and I hope you're finding time to be creative at home. Have a great week, everyone.